Good evening, soccer fans. How you doing? I am Mike Guglielmi, your host, Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast, bringing you episode number 199. Can you believe it? 199 episodes, one away from 200. Can't wait to get there. In tonight's episode, we discuss CONCACAF World Cup qualifying, a couple friendlies for the other sides that are not involved in the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying cycle as of yet. They will be shortly, and one lone MLS game to talk about, and then we will also talk a little bit of news and notes. Not a ton to talk about here tonight, just because of the break. But here we go. We've got Brian White on. How you doing, Brian? With a $5 super chat, hashtag winning, hashtag Dodge to the moon. Nice. Very cool. I've got it. Maybe I should check that right now and see how that's doing. Thanks for jumping on, Brian. Thank you for that super chat as well. We've got a new wise man. Good evening. Vamos, Atlanta. I've got some good, exciting news for Atlanta come this week. Go check out my picks and predictions video that'll be dropping soon. Johan Torrealba is on as well. And there, am I late? No, I'm late, and I'm sorry about that. It's been a hectic day over in, downtown Chicago and back and forth, and lots of things going on here. But here, I am now here. So you are not late. I'm the one that's late. Thanks for jumping on. DSO as well. All right, guys, I'm just going to put this out there. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, let me know in the chat down below because I've got not too much to talk about here tonight because there hasn't been a lot of soccer action going on this last week. And there's brother BKL Contreras on as well. How you doing, brother BKL? All right, so let's get underway here. And Kathy, how you doing, Kathy? First things first, let's take it all the way back to the qualifying cycle before round two, the end of round one. We were live right here on Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast for the Canada versus Suriname game. Was a hell of a game. At least it was supposed to be. And then Canada came out and shut the door on Suriname's hopes of moving on to round two with a big 4-0 victory. It was surprising. After about 15 minutes, it seemed like it was going to be a hell of a game like it was expected to be. And then Canada opened the floodgates. The duo of Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David, just too much for a club like country like Suriname to handle. A goal by Davies in the 37th minute, David in the 59th, David in the 73rd, and then Jonathan David in the 78th to complete the hat trick and move Canada to round two. Now, one thing of note that I did want to talk about for this Suriname game was the fact that you've got Jonathan David, who had a chance to get right there in the game to take the hat trick shot, and he passed it off to his teammate. And that shows me that it's not all about the individual stats for these guys. They've built something different in Canadian soccer, and I'm excited for that future. All right, Brian's going to have to watch later. Peace and love to everyone but Bob, the TA, and the Timbers. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. And there you go, a new wise man. There's a rumor that Tyler Adams could make a move to Arsenal. I guess Kroenke's trying to sell kits in America. Nice. All right, we'll talk about that rumor as well in the news and notes section. So Canada moves on to round two. So there, remember, you were getting into the octo stage or the ocho or whatever the hell anybody wants to call it, the octagonal. Lots of different names that have been thrown out there. And with that, there are already 5 teams in. So the United States, Mexico, Honduras, Costa Rica, and Jamaica are already in. Then there's 3 teams. Well, there's 6 teams now left battling it out for those last 3 spots. Canada, after that victory over Suriname, has moved into the second round against Haiti. Then in the other tie was Curacao against Panama, and then St. Kitts and Nevis against El Salvador. Now, St. Kitts and Nevis, we'll just talk about that one first. A blowout for El Salvador, as expected. They're through to the next round. No issues there. Well, barring some crazy miracle, which I guess it is CONCACAF. So you never know. Something like that could happen. But chances are it won't. Second one I want to talk about is Panama against Curacao. They were playing at Rod Carew Stadium, the baseball stadium there in Panama. Very nice crowd in attendance for that one. Panama really held it down. They were up 2-0 at one point, and you're thinking, all right, this tie is pretty much done. If they can keep Curacao off the board, no away goals, they should be good to go through to the next round. Well, wrong. Curacao decided to score right at the end of the game to pull within 1 goal and have that away goal. So it kind of opens things up for the second tie there. That should be exciting in that second tie. Now, as far as where I think it's going to go, the game is going to be in Curacao. My prediction in the beginning was Panama to win, and I'm going to stick with that prediction. And again, these games are Tuesday night. So you're going to see we'll be live on Tuesday night for the Canada and Haiti second leg, which I'll give you a little more information on that first leg. But we will be live right here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer, as well as Toronto Sports Insider for the Canada versus Haiti game, which will be right here in Bridgeview, Illinois. I am about 30 minutes away from the stadium. Unfortunately, I can't go because, this lovely thing called COVID won't allow the Canadian team to play their games at home. So they're playing them in Bridgeview, just outside Chicago, but can't go to those either. So we'll be live right here doing the play-by-play and the color commentary for that one. Now, the first leg for Canada and Haiti, this one was a hell of a match for Canada. They came right out of the gates, ended up scoring right off the bat. Kyle Larin with a beautiful goal in the 17th minute, putting his team ahead, and you're thinking, okay, there's going to be more. Canada is going to just come in, and you could just tell the difference in the Haitian side and the Canadian side. The talent level was crazy different. Not like it was in the past. Even just a couple years ago, Canada was on the same level as Haiti. Not anymore, and we'll see if Canada can finish the job in Bridgeview. But a good 1-0 victory down in Haiti. It was funny. Actually, I was invited to the post-game press conference. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. I had some other commitments, but apparently it was an insane press conference where John Herdman was actually like on a live Skype call where he was getting like transferred from the hotel into like the bus, and the bus going to the hotel or going to the airport. It was one of the craziest post-game press conferences you'll ever see in your life. And that's what you get in Haiti. It's just a whole different world down there, and that would have been a hell of a thing to see, and unfortunately I did miss it. Jay Jardim is on as well. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about tonight, because I don't have a lot to talk about. So Canada gets the victory down in Haiti. Big win for them. Their second leg Tuesday night will be live right here for. As far as my expectations, as I said earlier, they're in a different league now than Haiti. They should be able to handle Haiti and get the victory, especially here in Bridgeview, being technically a home game with the Canada soccer logos around and all that kind of stuff. So I expect to see them get the win there. As far as the scoreline, I'm going to go with 2-1 Canada. I think they're going to be able to pull it off and move on to the Octo, the Ojo, the Octagonal, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I think it'll be a decent game. So I've got, as if that is the case, it would be El Salvador, it would be Canada, and it would be Panama through to the Octo. That would make a hell of an Octo tournament. Can't wait for that to get underway. We're going to be covering a lot of games here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer. We are kind of like the home for CONCACAF now. Really kind of going to start expanding into all of CONCACAF, as there is a market for that, and it is the most fun. I prefer CONCACAF even over Europe. Brother BKL says, Haiti came really good in the first and second half. I mean, I do want more goals, but 1-0 aggregate is fine. Not sure if Haiti will knock the door. It'll be interesting to see what they do in Canada. Not in Canada, here in Canada's home game. Should be interesting to see how they come out, especially right from the get-go. If they do get that away goal to tie it up, which would send it to extra time and penalties, that might make things very, very interesting. Now, if Canada gets that first goal, it should change the game a little bit more and make Haiti have to chase to recover that 2-goal deficit. So we will see. And make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button down below with that little notification bell so you know when we're going live here in Sons of a Pitch Soccer. And let's get to the friendlies now of that were played. So the first one we'll talk about was Mexico and Honduras in Atlanta, 70,000 plus in Atlanta for that one. Shows that the crowds still come out for the Mexican national team. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. They're playing games in Atlanta with 70,000 fans. El Tri, even after a loss. Something like that. Crazy. Because remember, Mexico did just come off the loss to the U.S. in the Nations League final. But they had a 0-0 draw with Honduras. So not really a great game. Not much to talk about in that one. Now for the Americans, though, they played a game in Rio Tinto Stadium out in Utah, and they showed up with their B team that night and still wiped the floor with Costa Rica 4-0. A great showing by the Americans there. Goals by Brendan Aronson, Daryl Dike, Reggie Cannon, and Gio Reyna from the spot in the 77th. Really a great showing. I mean, this was a 100% starting lineup for Costa Rica. And, man, you look at kind of a B team. I mean, yeah, Yunus Musa, Tyler Adams, Tim Ream, McKenzie, Anthony Robinson. I mean, a lot of starters on that A team were there for the technical B team against Costa Rica's A team. And that was a hell of a match for the U.S. It really shows the depth is not an issue anymore. These guys, they've got a very, very strong core and really have not, I mean, they should be able to push through CONCACAF qualifying fairly easy, especially if they play their A team most of the time. So New Wiseman says that I was at the Mexico game. Somebody even ran on the field. Nice. That's exciting. The U.S. should come to Atlanta. I completely agree. USMNT, what are you waiting for? Get to Atlanta. Fill that place up. Do it. I mean, I don't know what they're waiting for. They need to get to Atlanta and play a game. I completely agree, a New Wiseman. So the U.S., a great victory there over Costa Rica. And, hey, 4-0 against one of the better teams in CONCACAF. Can't complain at all. All right, so that takes care of that match. Really, the international window. Not a ton to talk about this week. However, we do have the one MLS game that was. Oh, there you go. Good one there, brother BKL. Speaking of which, let's talk about the stupid brand by New England Revolution, if you may. Absolutely. We'll have to get to that as well as a leaked USMNT jersey today for 2021. Should be interesting as well. And there's Allison on. Hi, Allison. Even though she was saying hi to Jay and brother BKL. It's fine. How you doing, Allison? Good to see you. All right, so the one game in MLS over the weekend, Sporting Kansas City hosting Austin FC, and man, Austin FC's for real. They really are for real. This team is a very good team. To be able to go in and get a draw at Kansas City with that 1-1 scoreline, Cecilio Dominguez is a hell of a player and really a great leader for that team. And, Kansas City is a good team at home. So that's surprising that result was where it was. I expected Sporting Kansas City to get the victory. And Austin, I'm excited to see what they do in a home stadium that's packed full of supporters down in Austin this weekend coming up. And make sure you guys watch for that picks and predictions video. I'll give you all my takes on that. As far as for the picks and predictions, that should probably get out tomorrow at some point, maybe tomorrow morning, afternoon, maybe tomorrow night. Not 100% sure yet. As well, we're going to be live this week. I'm definitely going to be doing the England-Scotland game coming up. So watch for that one on Friday out in the Euros. We're going to try out the Euro thing and see how that goes. And then if possible, we may do another Euro game as well, but nothing in stone as of yet. But Sporting Kansas City and Austin play to a draw. I can't wait to see Austin come up next week. Should be a very fun one to watch at Q2 Stadium when they open that one up. All right, let's take a quick minute for the sponsor break. And while we, for the podcast side there's that break as well as a good breakdown from John Donovan on the international break. And for us, guys, go check out manscaped.com. We're running a promo at Manscaped. Only a few days left for you to get 20% off. Use your promo code SOP20. Guys, go get your hands on a Lawnmower 4.0. This thing's amazing. And you know what? We've got all kinds of other stuff. They've got lotions and hair and body wash, make it smell all good like a man, ball toner, ball deodorant. Don't let the balls chafe when you're walking a lot. Go check out all the stuff. Their razors, 100% the best thing in the world. Guys, I use their the Plow razor. That thing is amazing. It's like heavy. It's like the old school barbershop razors. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. And I'm not really, I don't even like to shave. I like shaving with this thing now. Also, the underwear, absolutely amazing. Best underwear I've ever worn in my life. Go get some underwear and use that promo code 20% off and free shipping with promo code SOP20 at manscaped.com. Link is in the description. Head on over there. Tell them Sons of a Pitch sent you with that SOP20 code and get some stuff. All right, moving right along, the news and notes portion of the episode. Lots of comments here. And look at that. We've got Full Yank on. Almost forgot to join. What's good, my dude? How you doing, Full Yank? Mr. Isaiah Paskins, how are you, brother? I'm doing fantastic, man. And all right, so there you go. Brother BKL, how about NYCFC has signed Uruguayan midfielder Santiago Rodriguez? It's official. They've picked up Santi Rodriguez. It's been rumored for a long time to go through, and glad that it actually did come through to fruition because he's a hell of a player, and he's going to help that team out immensely. Another thing here, we got Jay saying there was an MLS game this weekend, right? With all the Euros going on, Copa America, all that kind of stuff. Man, how did anybody even see an MLS match? But yes, for us diehard MLS guys like myself, I did know about the game, and I didn't actually watch it because it was a hectic weekend. We'll get into that later. Not going to talk about that here on the podcast, but hey, DSO, good one. Have you heard about the Eriksson situation? I did. I actually saw it happen, and it was not pretty at all. And big prayers up to Christian Eriksson, the whole medical team, the whole family, all that. God bless him, and hopefully he will pull through fine. Sounds like he's doing well as of last check that I had heard of, I believe yesterday. So glad that everything is turned for the better. And honestly, it's at this point, it's not even about football or soccer anymore. It's just the human side of things. If the guy ever plays soccer again, so be it. If, as long as he's healthy and can live a good life, that's what's important. And yeah, Jay, 100%. That medical team deserves a trophy. The whole situation, I mean, it was handled very, very quickly. And, it was well done, very well done by that medical team, by the referee for blowing it dead immediately, which again, I mean, what else would you do? Would you sit there and be like, what are you doing, dude? You just kind of started stumbling and dropped down. So it was totally freaky. But there you go. DSO. I love it. For once, the ref made a call we can all agree on. Totally. 100%. The one thing that I didn't agree on was the fact that they started that match back up again. 2.5, 3 hours later, after they got the all positive from saying that he had been stabilized at the hospital. How do you put that team back out on the pitch in a competitive situation like that? Should have been at least held back till the next day. I understand the logistics, the scheduling, all that kind of stuff. It's sports. It happens. Games get rained out in baseball, and they end up reissuing tickets and all that. It can be done. I can't believe they made those men go back out onto the pitch after watching their captain, their teammate, basically drop dead on the pitch and be revived, and then tell them to go back out. I mean, I can't even believe that that happened. And there, Jay says, yeah, everyone was pissed about that. UEFA didn't give them much of a choice. Crazy. I mean, I can't see it. I can't see it. But you know what? It is what it is. And honestly, those guys don't care. They lost the game. They don't care. It doesn't matter at that point. It's not about that anymore. And we got Mike Jall on. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, man. And who else we got here? But there was one up here I wanted to talk about here, and I missed it. Oh, Jay, how about that TFC press conference today? I did not see the TFC press conference today. I actually didn't hear anything about it except for the press release that I did see about Josie Altidore and how they basically have made no headway at all in that situation. So unless you know something I don't know, let me know, because apparently it just sounds like, yeah, he's been training on his own. They're talking with representation. They still don't know where they're going to go with it. But, it's just, I mean, it's a joke. Just cut him and be done. Just be done with it. 100%. There you go. DSO Simon Kerr should be player of the tournament for his actions. Mike Jall, they put those jumper cables on him and brought him back to life. They sure did. UEFA is the reason the Super League was created. UEFA's a joke. I mean, they have been for a very long time. But anyways, back to TFC. They've got a real shit show on their hands. They really do. They've got to figure something out. And there you go, dodging questions. Curtis and Armas dodging questions like crazy. I mean, look, they've been under the microscope now because they have been so non-transparent through this entire process that, honestly, I have nothing to say about it. I can't stand Ali Curtis. I don't like him as a GM. I don't think he's a good GM at all. And even when they hired him, I wasn't super high on it. And even more so now when I see what's been going down. And I'm all for getting rid of Josie. Don't get me wrong. But I think the signings that they've done, the length of time that they've taken to get these signings, the way it's all gone down with the media and not being transparent at all about any of this kind of stuff and not doing what needed to be done and really making a spectacle about the entire Josie Altidore situation. He should have been bought out in the offseason and moved on right then and there. It should have just been done and they wouldn't be in this situation. But instead, they've created this mess for themselves with pumping people up. And, it's like they're pumping people up to be, oh, yeah, he's coming back. He's going to be strong. He's going to be good this season. And then, oh, wait, a month into the season, oh, God, he's Josie again. Their Full Yank says the Vanny effect is happening. Yep. They're getting rid of Josie's going to be really difficult, but keeping him is going to break the locker room. Seems it's happening in the locker room with multiple players. Agreed. Quentin Westberg comes out, talks smack about it. Look, the whole thing is a mess. The locker room is completely lost. Josie Altidore is a very simple situation. It's very simple. You say it's difficult, it's not. They sign the dotted line, they pay him out his money, and they buy out the contract. It's that simple. You open up that DP spot, you cut your losses, and be done with it. And there, the house is on fire. It is, and they have nobody but themselves to blame for that. So it is what it is. Toronto FC. I have absolutely no expectations for this season. If they make the playoffs, great. If they do something in the playoffs, great. I have no expectations for TFC in this season, and especially till some of these guys get healthy again and this Josie situation is solved. So with that being said, another one that I wanted to touch on here, and this is a good one, DSO, there's good news on an NYCFC stadium situation. The Bronx board says the area they want the stadium in will look different in 5 years. All right, then there you go. That's going to be good. They need a stadium. Hands down, they need a stadium. Yankee Stadium is not good. They need to do something there, and hopefully they will. Jay says they can't just buy him out until the end of the season. That's why I said they should have done it in the offseason. And number two is, I believe, unless those rules have changed, they were able to remember Ahmed Kantari? They bought him out in the middle of the season. There was a couple other players you can buy out in the middle of the season. But yes, there are some salary cap restrictions, but they got to get rid of them. Be done with it, move on, and try and build that locker room back up a little bit. And there you have. If they buy them out, they can't use the money to get someone else, right? So, but it opens up that DP spot, I believe. And if that's the case, they don't care about the money. I mean, that's MLSC does not care about the money unless they aren't able to use the DP spot because that is there. But I don't know. Well, we got to dig into those rules a little bit more because I was under the impression you could just buy them out right in the middle of the season and because you get one buyout per season, I believe it was, which is a crazy rule to begin with. You can't just buy out contracts, But I get it, the players' union and all that kind of stuff. All right. Lastly, let's talk about Tyler Adams possibly moving to Arsenal. I don't know. Yes, he's doing very well at Leipzig. I don't know if he's quite ready to make that step up to Arsenal. Will he start there consistently? Will he get the minutes there? I'm not sure. Christian Pulisic isn't getting minutes at Chelsea like he deserves to be. It's very, very hard for Americans to crack the starting lineups of these EPL teams, especially the high-end EPL teams. So I don't know if that's a wise move there. But again, you do have an American owner in place. Maybe that does influence the decision a little bit. Maybe allows the owner says, hey, I'm going to buy this guy. We're going to play this guy. It's as simple as that. But I don't know if it's as simple as that. I think he can play in the Premier League. I don't know if he would be a starter on a team like Arsenal just yet. Maybe a year or two down the road. I would prefer to see him make a move to a mid-table EPL team, get that experience in the English Premier League, and then make the jump to an Arsenal, a Chelsea, a Man U type of deal come 2 years from now, once he's already proven himself there in the EPL. All right, so another one, a good one for Brother BKL there with the New England Revolution logo. I actually did not that's a good one. New Arsenal high end. Unfortunately, they're one of the top clubs in the EPL by name recognition, at least, and expected to be there with that. So, hey, you know what? I mean, and there you go. They can't even qualify for the UEFA Conference League. Nice. And Jose Gonzalez has jumped on with that new SOP LA Galaxy emoji there. What's up, Jose? How you doing, man? But yeah, I like the emojis there with Arsenal being high end. But unfortunately, man, for someone like me who I don't follow, and I won't even hide it and pretend that I do, I don't follow the EPL at all. I don't even look at the table. But you know, that's they're one of those top echelon type clubs, name recognition wise, and that's about it. Yeah, they have not been very good as of late, that's for sure. So all right, so lastly, the New England Revolution logo, the new rebrand, disgusting. What is it with these MLS teams and their rebrands? I mean, it's horrible. I don't even know if they have to change the logo that they've got. Maybe they do just because of time. But dear God, don't put something like that. What is it with these MLS teams? First, Chicago Fire. Then, you know, I mean, the amount, if a team rebrands, it goes to hell in a handbasket quickly. You know, why are these teams putting these unnecessary rebrands through on these fans? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. The Columbus Crew, there was no reason at all to change that logo. It was just changed a few years back. I get you're trying to get rid of the stigma of the old ownership group from the Crew. I get it, but again, it's not necessary, and it's not a good logo. Yeah, I get it's the Columbus flag and the state flag, and it's got all those different pieces to it. But this New England Revs one, Jay, you haven't seen it yet. Good, don't waste time. I mean, it's bad. I mean, it is really, really bad. It's basically an R like inside of a rose with like New England Revolution around. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Go look that one up. And yeah, Full Yank says it needs more creativity. 100%. Yeah, because they try too hard and think they know better when in fact Garber and front offices don't know SHIT. Agreed. These rebrands, they're just a cash grab. That's all they are. And you know what? Don't they get enough of the cash grab with the new kits every single season? I mean, soccer teams, I don't even buy kits every season because I can't afford it. I'm like, nah, I can't be shelling out every damn paycheck I get to a new damn kit. I can't do it. So I don't know why they keep rebranding. The only guess I have is that New England, because it's been a while, if they're going to make that move into Boston, if they're going to make a stadium, they just made a new training facility, maybe that they're trying to get better now that they're a little better under Arena, and bringing in some of these DPs like Bo and Jill or Hill a lot better. So maybe that's the thought process there. But I think the rebrand was needed. However, not going to make them as relevant as the Patriots or Celtics. Agreed, 100%, or even the Bruins or any of the other major sports teams there in Boston. It's not going to do it. It's going to take time to match up to those types of teams. It's just as simple as that. It's going to take time. It's going to take growth of the league. And I don't know if changing your logo every once in a while and getting these horrible rebrands, and then all of a sudden the fans go in uproars about them, and then they change it back again, and then they're going to change something else. And it's just the back and forth is ridiculous. The rebrand, you would think they would put like a logo out as a test to see what fans think about it. as, leak it, something like leak it out before you go crazy changing everything and just see what the fans' reaction is going to be. But they obviously aren't doing that because these things are horrible. And there you go. They need a Patriots like Dynasty 2 to become relevant. They do. In Boston, those teams win. They win in Boston. I hate to say it because I'm not a Boston fan, but they do win games. Patriots win. The Bruins win. The Celtics win. So there you go. I mean, not going to happen. Revs aren't going to get there. It's not going to happen. When have the Revs ever sold out Gillette? I don't think they ever have. I don't think they've ever sold it out. I do believe they did get close, though, to like selling out the lower bowl, but that's about it. It's not – they're never going to sell that place out. Never. And Rocky Does It All is on probably because the owners can't spend on players. They spend on something. Spend on something to get even more back through the purchasing of new jerseys, new merchandise, all that kind of stuff. So, yes, I understand it's lucrative for ownership, but at what point does just let your speaking be done on the field? That's where I'm at. But hey, that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. It's a short episode, only got about 30 minutes done here. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have come on tonight and hang out here with me. I'll be back live again this week. The plan is, as of right now, going to be doing the England-Scotland game as well. I'll be live for the Canada and Haiti match on Tuesday. And then make sure you guys watch for the picks and predictions episode dropping at some point tomorrow. Hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. We're really, really close to 3,300 subscribers, growing like crazy, and only can thank you guys as well. Check out those membership options if you have not joined already. All those new membership emojis are now launched. We need more members to be able to launch more team logos. The goal is to get to 31 days so that we can have every single team on there for us. All right, guys, it's been fun. Thank you all for hanging out. There you go. That's a good one. Kraft spent all the gamut, the massage. Nice. Mike Jall hates Boston. There you go. All right, guys, have fun. Good night. Great stream. Thanks, Full Yank. Appreciate it, man. As well, Mike Jall, hating Boston. Love it. Me too, man. Brother BKL, great, Mike. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys real soon. See you on Tuesday. Tomorrow. God, it's tomorrow. Jeez, I can't even remember these damn days anymore. Anyways, see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, guys. We'll talk to you soon.